standard train, and the unit was never installed to 2006 model, and it's 2018. Someone bought it used. Now what happened on this job was I got out here and hooked everything up, and it wouldn't fire. I checked, and the conversion kit was installed from natural gas to propane. So it had the orifices in the up in the burner, and it had the right spring in it, there's a spring that goes in here for the gas valve. So anyway, I checked manometer pressure on this thing. It was about I think it was, what was it, 11.5 pounds of inches of I had 11.5 inches on the manometer of water column. So normally they're like 13 to 15. So anyway, what I did was I set this thing for that, so it would open up. Still wouldn't do nothing. So I'm like, wow, so I could hear gas running through the system. I banged on this thing pretty good to get it to open up, and I finally got it to work. I could hear the gas going through the tube through the orifices, but it wasn't lighting. So on this one here, what I did is took this cover off and took my torch, and when this thing was going, I just lit it. Well, when I hit this thing, I broke the igniter. The igniter just cracked, so I had to replace the igniter ignition thing there. The igniter was like a glow plug, but anyway, they're flimsy, so it broke. Anyway, I lit it with a torch. It lit with a torch. So I'm like, wow. So what I ended up doing was taking a screw out of the bracket that holds the igniter in there, and I just moved it over a little bit in front of the tube where the burner is, and I tried it again, and I got it to light. So anyway, now I just adjusted the gas pressure. But that was a weird one, because we spent like some hours, called the technician, called the factory, find out why this thing isn't lighting. So sometimes you get on these jobs, and when you're working for something that's used, they bought this thing used, and I brought it, I brought it in here. I'm like, look at this, somebody cut this, and it was new, but it wasn't working. And now we know why, because the bracket, you can't see it, but where the bracket for the flame, I'll turn this off. The bracket for the igniter was just sat just a little bit off to the side, and the timing from the computer to the igniter from the timing the igniter started to the actual, when the 24 volts hits the gas valve to open up the gas, was out of sync, just a couple seconds off. So it wasn't really able to have the full when that igniter is fully orange, fully hot, it wasn't releasing gas. It was like 2 seconds later, when the thing was almost getting ready to go off, is when the gas valve opened. So the computer, like 2 seconds off. There's no way to fix that, so without buying a new computer. So anyway, tip of the day is be careful when you install something that a customer buys that you didn't buy from your normal distributor. This is HVAC guy Dave. Have a good day.